from me, but who are your top 3 trash talkers?
Well, Michael, I never really heard Michael talk too much trash. I mean, I've heard stories about him. In my experience, Gary Payton, KG, actually, and who would be the third one?
A lot of players you play with and against over the years.
It's tough. It's tough to think off the top of my head. Reggie Miller, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Scotty talked a lot of trash, too.
So MJ really never talked to you then?
No. We never really trash talked each other.
All right, I appreciate that. Those are some good answers. All right, Kobe, at this stage of the year, I talked to Byron Scott about this yesterday, just regarding your minutes, and it's an ongoing dialogue with you. Your legs have felt a little heavy. He said it in certain second halves. Obviously, you're playing a lot of them. What is that process for you when you try to figure out, okay, difference between 35, 32, 30? How is that going to go on as the season continues?
Well, I just try to figure out the challenge. You know, it's that's my job, is to figure it out and try to be ready for whatever the coach needs. You know, if he needs me to play 36, I should be able to do that. And I've been very disappointed with myself in terms of not being able to finish ball games the way I know I can. And so instead of leaning on the easy way out, which is 19 years and 36 years old, whatever, I try to figure out other solutions of strength and conditioning and recovery and try to do my part.
In fairness, though, you've been maximizing that for years now. Your nutrition, you've changed over the years to try to find any of that last little edge. But you're saying it's not, you don't want to give in to that minute limit now. You think you still can get to that point?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's you know, obviously that's the easy route to go, is to cut the minutes. And I'm all for it if that's something that he wants to do. But as a player, my responsibility is to be ready for whatever the coach decides he needs, whatever he wants us to be able to do. If he wants me to be able to play 40 minutes, then it's my responsibility to be ready to be able to do that. You know, so I just want to make sure I'm ready enough to give him as many options as possible.
Is that dialogue any different, just given the relationship that you guys have going back to '96 when he was your teammate and kind of the guy that mentored you in a lot of ways?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's you know, we just converse just like we've always had, you know, and it's a very easy conversation. I mean, part of the way I prepare comes from the things that he taught me, and time management, and how to take care of your body, and it's around the clock thing. And when I got here, he was 36 actually, and he was still supremely conditioned. So a lot of things that I do now, I learned from him.
Going into tonight's game, Kobe, the Grizzlies come in playing great basketball. Marc Gasol, you got to say, is probably up there in the MVP consideration just for how well he's playing on both ends. You have such a great relationship with Pau. What similarities do you see and differences in their games? And obviously they have to be the best twin combo ever at this point, don't they?
Yeah, I mean,
I said twin, but brothers. Yeah, I have twins. That's why I got confused.
Yeah,
Okay, you got it.
They play the same way. It's just that Marc's heavier. I mean, essentially the same way. I mean, you know, Marc plays with a lot of power. You know, Pau's more agile, right? But the skill set is essentially the same. To be able to shoot, turn left shoulder, right shoulder, jump hook, left hand, right hand, incredible passes. So he's a phenomenal player.
Finally, Kobe, Thanksgiving, of course, coming up. What is it? We're home this time. You kind of provided the meal for the staff last year in Detroit. What do you do at home? What does your wife do? What do the kids do? What do the girls do?
Cook, big feast. I have to watch what I eat a little bit. Don't want to come back playing the 5 on Friday. But we'll just kind of hang out and watch this Eagles game.
Wait, you cook or do you eat? Do you participate? What's the?
Burn the house down now, do we? But no, I'll do quite a bit of eating.
That's fair.
No, I can cook a little bit. I'll help out a little bit.
Understandable. All right, Kobe Bryant, appreciate the time, man.
You got it.
All right, guys, you know that is back to you in the studio.
All right, fun interview right there, Mike. Of course he's going to be watching his Eagles play the Dallas Cowboys. In the beginning of that, he talked about trash talk. KG came out and talked about his, you know, best trash talkers of his generation. What about for you guys? I'm assuming it was Coop you've all said on your team, but what about